game long, but players like, you know, Brokey, for example, extremely strong starts, slow finishes, can't afford to happen here. Unfortunately, T-side AWPing on Inferno is not a fun way to start your day, so let's get into things. It's Inferno, it's map 2, it's FaZe's pick against Spirit.
And already lots of attention up through middle for FaZe. Brokey, that's one hell of an opener. Dexter on the receiving end of that little Glock burst. Magic's dead after one. It's a nice opening shot, but still, he's put in the dirt. Mir, a little bit late on this banana flank, can't capitalize. And so Chopper down in the pit has got to make a stand. Oh, make a stand, he shall. Dancing, Chopper! How's he done this to them? Attack Chopper, man. The Apache down in pit. Rains death from above. And just one man left. Chopper can't seal the deal. Mir will be there to get it over the line. Do not know how Chopper just got away with a hat trick from that position.
My God, just dancing, right? Jumping up, using the pit as cover. No, there's no way in hell he should be getting more than one there. And think about how many whiffs we saw from Chopper. Look at these shots just missing. And then he deletes 3, gets the reload off as well. That's one way to start strong. Dexter may have been double headshot in middle by Brokey, but it didn't matter. It didn't change the round. And FaZe, no bomb plant, no force. Going to be getting those guns in as soon as possible. This is going to be an easy round for Spirit. They know it. They've got 4 MP9s. They want to make that money. Obviously, it's going to leave them running bonus round into AKs. So, you know, that's always in the back of your mind if you're FaZe. Once you spot all these underpowered guns on a map like Inferno, they definitely value in the SMGs, and Mir's going to show us why. Pushed all the way down through B. Hello. Brokey's right below. He's heard the steps, and Mir needs to flick back. He does. Just in time. 2 left. Make that 1. It's nice and clean. Think about on the CT side, man, the amount of rounds that Spirit would take flawlessly. The first 3 rounds of the CT side of Overpass, no one died. So, yeah, really, really influential in building that money early. And, in fact, they're even going to start to throw out SMGs and upgrade guns here, knowing that FaZe have a rifle round. That's smart.
Yeah, it's still kind of this like quasi bonus round, right? Where you have these SMGs and FAMASs in play, but you've padded that out with the M4 on Mir and the AWP in the hands of Dexter. I like that Dexter's put a real spotlight on just bringing this AWP out as fast as he can, right? CT side AWPing is where you're going to get away with some of your best work. And so you want to take advantage of having this gun as often as you can. Deep smoke's going to rain in down banana. That's going to keep FaZe Clan pretty modest here, right? They've taken this apps control, but they don't really have any foothold over towards middle. That's something they're going to have to focus on now with this utility going down. And that's because they've been locked out of banana. You need real estate here. You need some kind of map control. Team Spirit have managed to take a lot of it away. FaZe completely ignoring banana. They do have a player keeping an eye on it, but it's very, very passive. You know, Twist is just waiting for aggression. But it does at least leave them the option open to go back to B. However, Magix might get all this info from his apps play.
Yeah, and Dexter's wrap CT as well after seeing that mid to B lurk smoke come in. Freebie for Magix almost doesn't fire in time, and now the B rush coming in. They've seen it, and the grenades are brutal. Look at the health of FaZe. Oh my God, 200 damage worth of HEs, and now triple B. Spirit are so ready. FaZe are running into their inevitable death. How many kills can they get on the entry? Some Young tucked, and he can't get a thing done. Mir now needs to line up more than one, and so he does. The bomb getting planted. It's on for the retake for Spirit. Cancelled by FaZe. They go back on the pit. A fake again, and now Spirit, time to move.
Yeah, all these fakes, they don't come back to punish him right away, but they will eventually. That's a little bit rough. They're so, so paranoid. They're anticipating a swing from CT to deny that bomb plant. Olaf fakes it out twice, hoping to bait the peak. Doesn't get given it, and on the 3rd time when he tries to plant, the CT smoke has already faded.
Yeah, and the sad part was, the read was right for FaZe. There was a 3rd player there from the beginning, before they were even in the B site. So there was a guy there who was just waiting for the retake, waiting for his team. And, you know, as the fake comes in, the smokes fade, so that doesn't help your chances anymore. What a start for Spirit. And yeah, like, you know, the long smoke comes in, but no one commits behind it, so it's so easy to know what's going on so quickly with Dexter repositioning and not just being cut off at library. Beautiful round. And more to be found here for Spirit with pistols in the hands of FaZe. Up banana they go, 4 players, and a nade has already done some damage. FaZe have a lot of util, so I don't think they're going to, you know, gung-ho run in just yet. They probably want to run a couple of fake smokes and force out all these Molotovs, make sure their actual execute is going to be nice. At least that's the option with 5 smokes in this round, or 4 currently. Oh, the grenades just really aren't very nice, are they? FaZe haven't really even seen someone yet, but they're battered and bruised. Boost coming up. Only one player beats the Molotov. Now they smoke it, and Mir sprays from above. It's a bit messy, though. He needs to get a kill. So much damage, yet no frags for Spirit. FaZe have the sight.
Or through the smoke, Young brings in an equalizer. And that's pretty huge just for the mentality of Spirit here, right? Nades following up, doing even more damage, and now you're definitely spurred on for this retake in an even odds bout. So much damage applied by Mir and this utility, and it's continuing to rain in over the top, making FaZe uncomfortable. But a lot of time has ticked off this bomb. Spirit have got to go, and it's the pistols finding all the kills. What? Everybody dies in the retake. And FaZe get out of that round with 4 alive, 4 free guns on a pistol round, including the AWP for Brokey.
Well, that's not one that you could expect, right? I think some kills had to come in earlier, right? You know, no one was in the bomb site. Everyone was full smoked out, which is fine. You think is fine with so much damage done, but Mir can't get kills off for the boost. Young opens up first, but it's all just too late in the 4v4. And then, you know, FaZe push up close to the smokes. They hunt down Spirit. They don't give them the room. And now look what that's done to Spirit's money, right? It's a little bit less to play with, and most of that coming from the fact that they, you know, rebought in the bonus round. You don't see a lot of teams do that. You often see them just stick with the SMGs, but because they reinvested, now they don't have a lot to play with. Obviously, that reinvestment was worth it. It did win them a round, but now they've got to do more with less. Orb double FAMAS and a shotgun for Magics. Okay.
Dexter's gonna have to flick, and yeah, man, that felt like it was destined to happen. Rain, nice little double up. Even catching Magics as he tries to drop in to get that trade with the Mag 7. Still a double long side setup. Will Carrigan be ready for this? No, the Deagle blindsides him initially. Rain takes a kill back, and at this point, you've seen an extra player over at long. You've now seen that Chopper is here, and Rain is on for the ace. That bomb is going into the B site. Rain's just playing it safe, man. He's very, very low. That's the kind of dude Rain is, right? He's taking this one slowly, still looking for the A player, and Chopper's left him entirely, looking to hit the B site. Brokey wisens up to that fact and keeps the round locked in for FaZe. Now the money's gone on the Team Spirit side, so we've got these equalizers from the get-go. We've got the momentum building back up for FaZe. This is exactly what we wanted to see. You know, we were treated to some great little lower bracket matches yesterday. It felt like the threat of elimination, the survival instinct really kicked in for all the teams that we got to see, right? That Liquid Mouse Sports game delivered across the board, and it's because no one wants to go home. No one wants LAN to draw to an early end.
Exactly. And we have double elimination games on today, on right now, in fact, with Renegades Furia taking each other on the B stream, as well as this one. Loser does go home when a fight's on, but with no guarantees in the future. It's a cutthroat tournament, Harry. We can only have so many teams in those playoffs. One of these teams won't be there for sure. Maybe even both. We'll have to see. Right now, this eco's getting cleaned up. Olaf doubled in apartments, and 3 players here, but only USPs. FaZe can walk into the stack with no problem. Their spacing's very nice. Nothing could possibly go wrong, and I mean that with all honesty. Nice, quick, and clean for FaZe. No casualties against the USPs, and now Spirit coming back in with a very important gun round.
Yeah, whether or not you win this run really starts to decide whether or not you kind of get to have a bit of a momentum break, right? You want to stop FaZe from building in. They've just taken 3 in a row to tie the game up. This round not only would put them in the lead, but once again, it would kind of start that 2-for-1 chain of CT economy where you lose a round, you're having to save a lot, you're having to take ecos after round losses. And so this round is important for the momentum. The first stages of the first half. Lots of nades raining on Brokey, and it was only a matter of time with so much utility landing right on the guy. Quite a way to get rid of this T-side AWP early in the round, right? Brokey never even gets a chance to play the damn game.
Oh, this timing is weird though. FaZe are getting out apartments as Spirit doubles short aggro. Now one player does go back. They have this crossfire in middle. Thank goodness Dexter is looking in the right place. FaZe could have popped out halls there and they still look like they want to with the bomb coming up middle. Karrigan would love a flash to set these guys up. Does anyone have it? He certainly doesn't. Rain the only one with that utility and he's at the forefront. This is not perfect for FaZe, but they've got to make do with what they got, and no one is watching this position yet. Out they go with that heavy short side setup to worry about first and foremost. FaZe are silent. They're dropping in. Chopper spots them, but it's all too late, and they clear him up to Magic's back at long with 1 kill of his own, and now with a kit and a lost bomb site, Spirit can set up for retake. Long rotates from those B players, plus the AWP on the low Mia, but it still has to be attempted.
Oh, Rain is flashing Olaf in on the short side, trying to thin out the herd. It's only 1 for Olaf, but a lot of information at least out of that peak, right? He saw everyone at short. Now FaZe have a good idea, a good mental picture of how this retake is going to look. Rain is holding this little shallow short angle, and it's allowed this crossfire between him and Twist to just tear through the Team Spirit retake. And so FaZe, you know, we pin this as an important round for Team Spirit, trying to stop this momentum that FaZe have picked up. With them not getting that over the line, look at what it's done. The money is back in the dumpster again. You're in a very, very weird spot now with still this AWP in play. FaZe have got no issue. They're banking up cash. Look at Rain, right? $10,000 on this guy. He is loaded.
Yeah, I love that angle that he plays as well that round, right? Like that's not one you'd hold on as a CT for T's committing, but with his teammate in the site in that cold zero corner, Rain's got the perfect cover. Like no one's close peeking his teammate there. So really nice angle. Dexter handed the AWP at least, but surrounded by nothing but pistols. FaZe up in the lead on their map pick. T-side started strong. Can it stay strong? They've got Banana. They're looking for apartments, and Dexter's running the rotate. This gets heard from top B. FaZe, they know players are reinforcing that B bomb site. Dexter still gets set up in the back. AWP in dark, a couple of pistols, boost up as well. Spirit, all these pistols need to do is find a kill apiece, and Dexter is in the position to multi-frag. FaZe, do they have a molly for this spot? Usually coming in on the new box, and so it will be. Dexter, time to shine.
Yeah, this is unfortunate for FaZe. This is not only where the AWP is, this is where the armored players are. The AWP dead after 1, but you got to worry about these pistols. They have this crossfire set up, and they've torn through the FaZe offensive. Bomb now getting planted, a 2-on-3. Only pistols to beat, but the numbers are favoring Spirit. FaZe, they're relying on Olaf and they're relying on Brokey. Brokey has retrieved this AWP, and one of the players, Chopper, all the way in back CT, is wall banged out on that shot, collateral through his teammate. Oh, that's brutal. One shot has stripped you of the chance of retaking this site, of making something out of this round. Mir, the only man left. First Deagle shot lands, but at this point he's playing for damage. That's all he's able to do, and it's a lot of damage at that. The Deagle removing both players at the end. Is he able to find a gun as well? Yes. No. Oh, yeah, he does get one right at the end.
Nice try. I mean, as far as ecos go, you're happy with that one if you're Spirit.
Yeah,
you
and
would have loved to win.
considering, like, you know, there's not really any accounting for the fashion in which you lose that, right? It's a very unfortunate lineup on the collateral AWP shot. You know, that was never an intention. That never even crossed your mind that was going to happen.
Yeah, and you know, you do damage. It's something to capitalize on coming into your gun round. It's not like FaZe are having money troubles just yet, but it's got to start somewhere. Dexter back on B with this AWP and the triple setup. If anyone tries to contact, beat the corner, they're a dead man. Even nades going over the top do nothing. Dexter waiting for this face. And Twist might just give it to him. Dexter doesn't waver. Oh, and he sees the hands. Carrigan gone, and there's the commit. With one flash, it's all it takes. They've traded 1-for-1. Dexter's pushed out of the bomb site. So is his teammate back at Coffins. Nothing to do but play retake here, but these rounds have not gone well for Spirit in the past.
Oh, Dexter's running through with the deagle. He just takes the fight straight up. Magix is with him, and now there's even another player here on Coffins. Oh, it's gone to the 2-on-2, and right now, a long way away is Chopper, having to rotate through CT. So for the time being, Young lets this bomb go down. He lets it get planted for FaZe, and he sets up to play retake with his team. Olaf Meister and Rain. Back of the site, trying to play it together. Rain's going to take the head off of Young, and now they spotted Chopper, who's good for the first, but he can't transfer over. You saw that trying to come through, right? You saw the cogs whirring. He was very aware that the double peak was coming. Being aware of it and being able to actually make the action happen to take the round are two different things. FaZe play that to perfection. They put up a 6th on this T side.
Yeah, man. FaZe's B takes are really good right now. Thinking about how both of these rounds they've walked into triple stacks with the AWP here as well. And both times the AWP has found the first kill. So, you know, you're expecting these rounds to somewhat snowball to get out of control, but FaZe are doing a really good job of keeping a lid on it. And now they're up to 6. Another buy for Spirit. AWP surrounded by a bit of everything. FaZe starting to clear apartments, just going back to their default. A couple of late banana players taking their time. Roki has got that AWP as well, worth keeping in mind. He's got the bomb right now, back from spawn. So looking to group up on our FaZe clan. A bit of a change of pace. And back into another stack. They can't seem to avoid. The Mir is even on rotation as well. It's a big risk to pull in a round like this, leaving Young alone on that B-bomb site. In fact, Mir won't do it for long. He does hang around with another banana smoke ready. Meanwhile, FaZe are getting ready to explode into A.
Yeah, there is this double porch setup, which I always think is a great way of trying to quell these A plays. The only vulnerability you have is to an apps player, or if you just get one tapped on the mid push, both of them do on the short side, and Dexter can't get away in time. That is clinical out of FaZe clan.
Yeah.
So often you see those boosts get away with something, right? Because you do just have so many crosshairs bearing down on a position from 2 different angles of elevation, and yet still FaZe unscathed on the A push. They find all the kills and they keep 5 alive.
I love some of these rounds of FaZe. They're so contact, man. They're not running executes, which is so expected on a map like Inferno, right? When you're Spirit and you see the motor smoke come over, you see util start to come in. No, FaZe just throw one flash and there's 4 dudes running up short side. They've been doing the same on B, right? With like contact plays, like flashing the CT player and just running in with the smokes landing as the T's get to the choke point. It's very risky. You can also get, you know, pushed through, lined up, but at the same time, Spirit are having no warning as to when FaZe are committing. And so that's 3 rounds in a row that FaZe walked into a triple stack and still survived. That time, flawless as well. So it doesn't really get much better. 7-3, and it's a masterclass.
No, I really, really love that, man. And these are the kind of things that, you know, Carrigan is good at. He's very, very aware of, like, how to get the most out of his team, and also the fact that, like, you don't have to play some, like, mega slow default with, like, all these set pieces moving around every single round, right? You can just have faith in the stars on your team to create the space on the back of, you know, telegraphing very little. I think if you were to compare like a Nico-led FaZe clan to this one with Carrigan, I feel like we very, very rarely got rounds like that out of Nico's FaZe back in the day.
And is it the case that they walk into yet another triple setup? That's what it looks like. Chopper is in a spot to throw a lineup smoke.
That's the thing that's so mental as well, Hugo, right? It does feel like they have been walking into the stacks a lot of the time, and yet still are like winning these rounds and have this convincing scoreline.
All through the smoke, and again, no warning here. Carrigan just runs wild. He does get traded. There's many more where that came from. Magic's getting one, but out go FaZe back into the A site. Dexter in the pit, and he has a chance with Chopper on the crossfire as well. Chopper misses. He needed a kill there. Only damage. Dexter needs to capitalize, dropping one and hunted down on the reload. There's just enough time for FaZe to plant, and Twist is here to cut off rotation. Bye-bye to Mir as well. It's beautiful. FaZe on 8.
Yeah, lovely added Twist. Love that. 8 on the board for FaZe.
Yeah, this is great for Twist. Like the games we've seen in this tournament so far, he has really had impact. Like even in games that FaZe have, like, you know, bottled, big leads bottled, like Twist has always been the guy keeping up, top of the board, looking really good, looking reinvented as well. And you know, it's kind of nice because at the same time we have Liquid succeeding, and so kind of everyone wins in that vein.
Dexter tries his hand at that fast banana peek. FaZe are lobbing some utility up towards B. As you kind of highlighted, Hugo, a lot of these last few rounds have just been sudden explosions. So seeing that utility at the B site has got Team Spirit a little worried. They keep that double hold there, and while this is happening, FaZe are just steamrolling, knocking on the doors of this A bomb site. The Barbarians are at the gates. Team Spirit have got to hold on. They've called for rotations, and Twists is already cutting through them. Still Chopper up in this A site with Magix alongside him. Magix falls to rain and twists through the library wall. Oh my, Chopper, the only man left standing. Now they don't know about him. He's played Trigger Discipline for as long as he can, but only one kill, and that bomb's gonna leave the A side of the map. Just looking to secure the round was Carrigan, while the rest of the gang hunt down Chopper. FaZe up onto 9, and as a little reminder, the last round that Team Spirit won were the conversions on the back of the pistol.
Ouch, yeah, that's a very good point. And man, when Twist is killing both B players before the A site is even lost for Spirit, that's when you know that things are not going well, right? That double library rotate, Twist gets them both, man. And at that point, you still have 2 players in the A site for Spirit. FaZe just box them in. Nowhere to go, nowhere to hide. And a 9th round found. Pauses now for Spirit. Good time for it. Not seeing a lot of, you know, vocal people here.
Yeah, I mean, I want to take this time, especially with FaZe looking so good, to big up Carrigan even more, right? Like, this 9-3 is in part thanks to the great calling coming from him. And on top of that, when you look at this guy, he's just someone who's very, very knowledgeable in terms of what he has to do to win the round. He's not necessarily looking to have a mad round himself, right? He will gladly be the guy to go in first, to get information, to create the space. And I think that's such a strong way for an IGL like this guy to operate, right? That's always been his kind of go-to style. That round there, it was him running up into the B site, if you remember, trying to give the illusion of a B play while the rest of the gang are out there wrapping in towards the A side. Sorry, that was the round before last. Last round, it was him grabbing the bomb and looking to go for a safe plant at B, right? He'll give himself the roles that means he dies first, or the ones that leave him planting the bomb. He's just looking to pick up round wins.
Yeah, and FaZe have got more than enough for this T side, right? Anything else is just gravy. It's just a little bit of a sauce on top. 9-3. And we've only got pistols here for Spirit as well, so it's not going to be getting any easier. FaZe just keeping up mid-pressure, baiting out util, and being annoying. Magix gets spammed. down to 40, and FaZe look like they want long as well. Carrigan's walking up behind the smoke. Magix is here, but on his last legs, as said, and Carrigan will rip them right off. FaZe, here they go, with Carrigan at the helm. They are taking a lot of room on A.
Yeah, look, we have it again right there. Look, Carrigan will be the guy to face it long. If he dies, that's fine. He has other players to trade it out. But in getting that, he's created space, he's created opportunities. Olaf gonna dome, Chopper and Brokey here to help out. While this is going on, Carrigan is holding down the long side. He has just missed this timing onto Mir and Sumdai Young getting out, but he's going back, gets the info, gets the spot, and is able to mop up these rotations. 10 on the board for FaZe. And still, for Team Spirit, if you're thinking of the rounds they've won, you're thinking all the way back to the first 3 of this game. The pistol and those conversions since the guns have been out for FaZe. They have not taken a single round yet.
Yeah, and this series is so scary now, right? Not just because it's an elimination game, but because of the unknown quantity of that third map, Harry. It looks like it might be coming through here. It is Vertigo. It is the map that none of these teams play. We had different bans in this series, and we don't know what to expect there. It's unknown territory. We're in the dark. Both these teams having lost to the Danes in the previous round, that being Astralis for FaZe and Heroic for Spirit. This is now their last chance. This is now the elimination. And Twist eliminates Sumdai Young on the AWP. Quick trade. And Twist looks like he still wants the bomb site. Through the smoke he goes. There's a gap, but Mir can't find him. Twist is in deep. He doesn't have the bomb. He doesn't have his teammates, but it doesn't matter one damn bit. Spirit think everyone's here. Twist is selling the fake. They're getting flanked right now. All three teams in position. And Twist is having a hell of a round. 3 kills. Reigns wrapped A. He's cleared it out. And Spirit are just confused.
Yeah, you don't get a round like this really ever, right? Like, one guy sells that B fake, and not just in a way that he's drawn some rotations, he's kept people there. No, he's fighting them, he's taking the site away, he's locking them out. They're setting up for what they think is a B retake, where Twist has just wrecked them, and now they're left saving in a 2-on-3 because they're just so far away from where that bomb's gone down.
It's a nice reaction from FaZe, because the best part about it is that wasn't the plan at all. That wasn't like what FaZe had called. You know, they wanted to take their top B peak. Yes, Twist trades Carrigan immediately, but then he realizes, wait, Spirit have never been playing the bomb sites. They've always been playing CT Coffin. Every time we go B, we smoke and we get 5-on-5 post plants or 4-on-4 post plants. And so he realizes that second player CT, I can just take the site right now.
Yeah.
And that causes so much of a panic. The fact that it causes a panic shows where Spirit's head is at as well. They see one player and they draw their entire CT forces over. Yeah, let's go indeed.
Yeah, I mean, dude, they're full confident, right? Like, Rain even throwing his gun out for literally no reason other than to just spend the money buying more.
Better skin, maybe.
Rain just, like, throws out his Calvin Klein boxes every time they're...
One.
Yeah, he wears them one day, throws them out, buys a new pair. That's the kind of lifestyle you get to live when you're the architect, when you've been in this FaZe squad for as long as he has. So dominant. I don't even know how to build a case for Team Spirit. And oh, it's getting sweeter. Carrigan again with the opener.
Leave him alone.
Just lovely stuff out of this guy, man. Creating so much space for his team. I know I've been talking about him a lot today, but the thing about Carrigan that y'all don't understand is he wasn't your typical nerdy computers kid back in school, right? He was one of the first to get a girlfriend.
Wow, I completely forgotten that. Absolute piece of gold, Harry, the classic. Chopper, Apps push is good, but Olaf's there to trade, and it's actually getting a bit of uncomfortable. Magix has hit an AWP shot down B, and Degs has dropped Olaf, leaving Brokey in the clutch. Hell, it doesn't matter. This round, you could lose it. You still have the breathing room, so why not try and pick up an absolute banger? Brokey, 1v3. He's got a 1v1 here as well. Molly's going to go in. Nade follows. And, oh, Dexter's dead.
Oh, okay. Okay. Over at the short side, there is still a second player for Brokey. Pushing up. Magic's taking his head off from long. And it's 11-4 FaZe Clan. They do drop one to close that out. Team Spirit, they win one rifle round in that entire first half of play. They're going to be relying on their pistol efforts to carry them through in the second half.
I think that's a lot of prospects in our game that need to be better, and I cannot say only one or two. So we just working overall on our game positions and things like that. So if we take care of it, it's gonna be good again.
Hey Future Pros, back to Inferno today with a pretty useful Molotov. This molly will force back an AWPer playing close to porch. To execute this, use your KZ skills to get onto the corner of this railing. Aim below the wooden rafter and at the bottom of the cracked paint on the wall. Then jump and throw. This will force any AWPer playing porch side to move back onto the site, or play more aggressive, so watch out for that too. Good luck!
But here we are, showing them, making them wish they were you. We've heard the most when it comes to this. Yeah, every shade of blue, but don't even care what they all say. They think we're out of control. Yeah, truth be told, we know it. It's just the way we live. We own it. We know it. It's just the way we live. We're grown-up kids. Just the way we live.
Yeah, they done told me to be my.
Wow, what a recovery from FaZe. Talk about a redemption arc, right? From Overpass, where things got real hot and heavy towards the middle and end of the game. Well, they get onto their map pick of Inferno, and they come into their own, don't they, Hugo? 11-4 half, and that was with Team Spirit winning the pistol and getting the conversions. Outside of that, they managed to get one rifle round on the Team Spirit side.
Yeah, there's going to have to be one hell of a recovery here for Team Spirit if this one isn't going to Vertigo. I can't lie and say I'm not excited for the prospect of Vertigo between these two teams. But at the same time, if Spirit can do the unthinkable, then all the more credit to them. FaZe, not nervous yet, however. Grenades on B for Carrigan. Got to be joined by Rain. Triple A setup. Team Spirit, they're everywhere. They're up mid, they're in banana, they're making noise, they're keeping FaZe in position. Whatever the setup is, it has to stay this way. FaZe don't know where Spirit are ending up. Back out of B with a bomb, smoke up on the long side. Roki sees it, he can do nothing about it, but he can wrap Archway and make sure there's no mid to B, or at least get the info as to whether there is. Broky spots the jumping players and Spirit make their way to B. That's a good entry from Chopper. That will kickstart things as now FaZe have got to watch their back.
Carrigan is the man to deal with this. Rain having to focus his efforts on Banana. He sees a lot of bodies heading towards his teammates, so he tries to help thin them out a little bit. Now all the pressure is on Rain. Low on HP, finished off by some Die Young. Twists up through Banana is also dinked out of the round. And so now we look at Olaf, who faces the same fate as the rest of his colleagues moments before. 5 on the board for Team Spirit. Another pistol round victory. That's both pistols now going their way on this map. And the big question becomes, can they carry that that little team spirit, you know, conversion track record going
True.
forward.
That's the one thing they have right in this series is, well, and the first map, obviously, but they've been very, very good at converting their pistols. And so FaZe is forced by coming in, looking to put a stop to it. Definitely worth going for a force here with such a lead. FaZe do have the room to do it.
I mean, obviously the headspaces and the kind of experience up until this point is very, very different from when they won their first conversion, right? FaZe are a lot more fired up. They're a lot more willing to take these fights. And Team Spirit might be doubting themselves a little bit more, right? You might be a little more worried than perhaps you were when you first came onto this map.
Yeah, numbers in banana now for Spirit. They've thrown the long smokes. They've kept FaZe interested on A, but not forever. And actually, out they go. Back to the A site. Smoke up on B, but with no one committing behind it, FaZe should be making the call to be very aware of this A site right now. No one's leaving it. Got that cubby position for Olof as well. Some crazy lineups coming in here for Spirit, trying to figure out what they want to cover, what they want to smoke. It is awfully quiet right now. Cubby molly in, Olof in hot water, but he's got a smoke to put it out, and thank goodness it does.
Oh, yeah, I was worried for a moment when he throws it like...
so deep.
Yeah, because sometimes...
I've seen smokes bounce on mollies on this map.
Oh, okay, everything's fine. Everything's all good. Team Spirit get out into top middle. They've got this real estate they were looking for. Olof dead on the long side. Brokey back in the site. Arm with a dig. Dead to some die young. Twists. They're all around him. He's really got his work cut out for him. And he's no chopper. He's not flying high in this round. Instead, he's put in the dirt. For Rain and Carrigan, it's just going to be a save. These two never even left the B site. They never even considered this one. So there is that track record of the conversions, keeping up appearances for Team Spirit. Maybe, just maybe, this could be their way back in, because you know what Zonic says about these 4-11 scorelines.
I don't know. What does Zonic
says it's a dangerous scoreline, right?
He does say that, Harry. I think he does, yeah. I've heard that before. Danger on the horizon.
He's going to regret giving that interview. We're going to make him regret ever uttering those words. Man. Okay, so this is it, though. This makes it a lot more exciting, because I was kind of worried that, you know, we were going to have... I love the redemption arc storyline for FaZe, but I do want to see Team Spirit, you know, put them through their paces a little bit more. It
wouldn't feel right if, you know, Spirit showed a really, really great game on Overpass. If they were just swept here, it would feel underwhelming, and maybe they'd be a little bit ruffled coming into the third map they're not very familiar with.
I also think it would kind of take something away from FaZe if it was just like, yeah, you know, for Spirit, they can never get anything going on that map. You know, you want it to be like, yeah, they still came in fired up. They were looking for the 2-0, and FaZe were able to beat them by just, you know, hands down manhandling them, as it were.
Yeah, right now it's heavy grenades down banana. They've thrown 2, but they've got 2 more. And so Spirit think there's no utility at B. They couldn't be further from the truth. That being said, Spirit's util does a lot more damage than that of FaZe's. A lack of armor helps. And FaZe leave, right? They've shown 4 players here technically with those HEs, and so surely they won't still be in the bomb site. Spirit try and find that out. They put the pressure on B, throwing those smokes. They've done a lot of damage. And so really, as long as they group up, play their cards right, there should be no way this round can be out of control. It's one Deagle on Carrigan with armor, the one man weaponed and with health here. It's going to be the hardest guy to get past here in the boiler, close range. We know this Deagle is deadly at such a position, and here comes Spirit around the corner.
Yeah, Carrigan can hear the footsteps, but he's just wiped off the base of the earth on the first peak. And so this should just be the follow-through, really.
Yes, it should, Harry. And there it goes. Oh, Magic's wallbang headshot. Bye-bye FaZe, locked out of the bomb site and just looking for exits. Any kills here would be fantastic, but Miz jumping into twists. And I don't think FaZe are going to get any bonus kills here. God, they're hungry, aren't they? They really want this money. Mir is not waiting around. and it's gift wrapped for him.
I'm almost surprised that we didn't see a heavier FaZe presence in the A bomb site, right? It really felt like the idea in that round was to throw a bunch of utility down Banana in droves and then, you know, like smoke off top Banana. Really give this illusion of like, there is a lot of us here. And that is the thing that sent Team Spirit back to the A bomb site in the first place. So, you know, it kind of felt like a little bit mismatched because you were trying to get them to go A, I'm assuming, when you're throwing all that util.
The mind game goes both ways, Harry.
Yeah.
The mind game goes
No, it
both
does
ways,
go both ways,
Reverse
right?
psychology on reverse psychology.
Yeah,
at this point.
not to mention you did throw your nades in like a wave kind of form, right? So you throw the first two, then the second two. That maybe could have like been by design to telegraph, oh, we've rotated those other two guys off.
Also, after the second bout of nades, FaZe did try and rotate, and then they considered against it.
Exactly, right? That's what I mean. Yeah. You saw that moment where they almost followed through with what I thought was the original game plan. Anyway, this round's already live, but we're still debating the intricacies of an eco, mate. Who cares? Look at it. It's a man advantage taken for Olaf early on. He started FaZe off well in a 5-on-4 that goes untraded. Team Spirit, they do have this banana control at least, so that's something for them to work with later on in the round.
Yeah, huge opening kill for Olaf, especially considering it's a 5-on-4 now. Spirit are going to have to execute B if they want to pick this up, and they've still got to wait for the bomb. It's a long way out right now. Chopper's grabbing it. But yeah, when they eventually do commit, there's even a third CT in position. Util starting to run dry. But Rain has a Molotov on this B bomb site, plus a smoke. As long as that can come out at the right time, then Spirit could get in trouble, but that's a push through for Mia. Finding Karrigan changing position now. Rain dropping his grenades, and Twist just spamming through the smoke. Spirit are not in yet. They've still got a bit of time. 25 as they cross in. Twist does drop one through the smoke, and Rain is yet to show his hand. Headshot can't connect. It's getting messy. Magix jumps up, and Twist on the boost finds another easy round for FaZe. There's just no time. Even with that kill from Dexter, he's dinked, and Olaf here to clean up the round. Oh, it's just crossfire after crossfire. Bye-bye, Spirit. First gun round for FaZe, and it's easy.
Yeah, beautiful stuff, right? The guns come back out, and this is exactly what happened in that first half, you know? We're looking at Team Spirit in the pistol, in the anti-ecos, and we're saying, oh, maybe there's something to this, you know? Like, oh, they're beating these eco-in players like it's nothing. Then we get the guns. Then we get the return to just being able to play these crossfires. You've got utility to try and slow down and do that early damage to Spirit. And FaZe are right back on the horse again.
Brokey, I love this play, so all the way on the cross, and he actually never got spotted from alt mid either, so he's able to peek this angle down apps. And unfortunately, it is avoided. Spirit are all up in B, but that's at least info that FaZe should get soon. Karrigan's also playing contact with the AWP. Is there a flash for it? No, it doesn't matter. There is, but Karrigan gets stuck on the half wall and can't get away. It's up to Rain again to do some damage, do the dirty. He's found one. Twist tucked in, realizes no smoke is coming, and so he puts up a double instead. Now just Sumdai Young, and the B rushes right now are getting really, really torn to shreds. Sumdai Young goes back after clearing the site, but they're both CT.
Yeah, he's still got a minute, and he does have a smoke as well. So once he learns Banana's clear, he's going to have two options open. Oh, hello. FaZe are also making moves during this time. They both give up CT, and they're now wrapping in towards top mid. This is weird. They're starting to go back to Banana's side as Sumdai Young is recommitting into B. No way is he going to walk CT now as well.
This is insane.
No way. He's cleared all these angles. He's very confused. Sumdai Young is thinking to himself, what's happened here? And I think he's started to piece it together now. He's running all the way through CT spawn, and he's going to get the bomb down on A. This is huge brain out of Sumdai Young. How has he just outmaneuvered FaZe Clan on the back of this uncharacteristic move?
Robin's so confused.
Yeah, Robin's not happy with this one. Sumdai Young. Oh, you smart, you clever man. Can he win the 1v2? There's the double up! And it's 8 on the board for Team Spirit. Sumdai Young, a big brain on his shoulders and an even bigger round.
No way in hell that just happened. FaZe Oh my goodness. I have no words, Harry. There's no logic to it. The rotate out, it's fine. Like, you know, FaZe are just staying grouped. At the end of the day, if they're playing the trades, it should be fine. But even then, they just get so outplayed twice on both wraps. And Young, 4 kills in the round.
It's the timing of it that's just so insane. Like even when they were doing it, and you know, we can see everything, it still is like an odd choice to have made in the sense that, like, how do you read into that as the T-side player? He clears out CT, doesn't see anything, and he goes, well, I know what they're doing. I have a feel for this. They ain't fighting me here. They're going to be fighting me from back there. And so he reads into the wrap round.
That's hilarious, man. FaZe can't afford to get too dismayed from that round. They are broken, so there should still be a 9th for Spirit, but can't let that get in your heads. Maybe I speak too soon with a D shot like that from Twist, but pieces are picked back up by Mir and Young once again. It's only Rain and Spirit doing what they had to do in getting rid of this eco. Very, very good on anti-ecos on this team, right? They haven't let FaZe get away with these Eagle rounds.
Not many teams are nowadays,
I was going to say, right? Like, you know, especially against a team like FaZe with the Eagles, like they have had their rounds on Overpass, like that Twist, Olaf, Behold, but most of the time, FaZe will finish a BO3 series with lots of these wins, and Spirit are just not letting that happen. I don't know, man. Part of me has faith. Part of me still believes in the Spirit
right?
comeback.
Especially after that clutch, you know? If anything was going to reignite the team, sometimes all it takes is one player having a round that should never happen. And suddenly it instills that belief back in you that, hang on, these guys are only human. You know, we can beat them. They do make mistakes. We can capitalize on those mistakes. And now there's only 3 rounds between FaZe and Team Spirit. It's certainly starting to look more doable. On top of that, they've got FaZe right where they want them, right? We spoke about the CT money and how it was affecting Team Spirit in the first half. Well, they've now got the opportunity to do that to FaZe Clan, to make every victory feel like a 2-for-1. And so in reality, you're only 1 rifle round away, if you win this, from tying this game up.
It's very scary when you put it that way, Harry, but it's not far from the truth. And FaZe know that better than anyone. No kit in this round. They've got to be very careful. Flash play into abs for Olaf. He sees nothing, but that's actually awkward because Spirit are moving in a second after he goes for that play. Olaf's internal timing on this position is going to be incorrect, but he's still watching. He's still ready. The flash goes over. He's so blind. And Magix gets the entry, dropping into the pit. Leaves Brokey at the back of the bomb site, but he's found a double, dropping the package. Finally traded by Dexter. Chopper's got to kill the rotates here. They're relying on him, but Twist back behind the long smoke does keep things alive for now.
Oh, it's a 2-on-2, and a 2-on-2 that decides an awful lot. Right, this could either be FaZe Clan recapturing that flame, that momentum, that feeling, and starting to push themselves towards victory, or this is where Team Spirit make a stand. This is where Team Spirit start to regain control of this series. Missed shot from Magix, but he does pick it up. Now just Dexter versus Rain, the head-to-head that could decide so much in the series, and Dexter's gonna close it out. 10-12 now in favor of FaZe still, but the money is broken again, and so Team Spirit are knocking on that door. FaZe, can you hear him?
Unwanted salesman here. He's trying to pitch you a 2-map BO3. You want to go the distance. You don't want this deal. Spirit still got steam in them yet. And FaZe, as said, broken by, you said it yourself, 1 rifle round away. That's in the follow-up. Right now, FaZe have no business picking up a pistol win here. The scout looking for an opener. If Twist could find that up, it would be a huge relief, but not allowed by Dexter. And this is getting awfully scary, Harry.
Yeah, I don't want to say I've seen Carrigan and FaZe choke a lead on Inferno before and ending up regretting it.
Just say
but
it.
I did say it, and I have seen it. And so there is a part of my mind that gets worried, right? I start to have deja vu. I start to have flashbacks.
You know, yeah, what can you do, man? What can you do? We saw FaZe choke a bit of a lead against Astralis. Wasn't that an 11-4 game that went into the triple OT that they eventually lost? It's happened before, it can happen again. And in an elimination matchup, that is not where you want it. Rain, headshot by Mir up on the coffins. And Spirit, they don't want B anyway. They go back into A. Back into the stack, sure. But again, with very limited weaponry, Spirit are more than favored to convert this round. Someone needs to be a hero here for FaZe if it's going to go any other way.
Yeah, and just being truthful, it shouldn't at all be a FaZe round. They've got really nothing riding on this one, nothing to do the damage to make it happen. So if anyone does manage to step up, they deserve even more credit. With that said, it does feel like this is just falling apart. Olaf Meister, the only defender left, is dead in pit, and Dexter picks up that mid rotation. Now 11-12, and this is what I was saying. If you won that last rifle round, you were only one rifle round away from tying this game up. And truthfully, it will be more impactful than that, because if you win this rifle round, once again, you get that 2-for-1 effect. That would put Team Spirit in the lead.
Well, this is it. You know, FaZe have had enough, you know, bad buys and kitless buys and AWPless buys to chat and talk about this and figure out what they want to do for the most important round yet. What will be the port of call? Roki on the AWP here. At least we got everything we need for FaZe. No excuses left here. Roki boosts Olaf up on the short porch. Spirit trying to late take B. They flash over the smoke and they start to move in. FaZe are not fighting for Banana much on this CT side. They've been perfectly fine with giving it up. It's left them with very little info. But it's not like B's really been the problem. We've seen a lot of A executes for Spirit. Some clutches coming through as well. Triple porch side now for FaZe. They're putting everything in the basket. Meanwhile, Spirit are far from committed. There's a smoke on the molly. Brokey has room to peek. Spirit not going to go through the choke. They eat nades instead. Brokey will have to wait a little bit longer before he can activate. But it looks like they will be coming his way after all. Bomb going back through the ult mid. 50 seconds, Spirit. Very doubtful they're going to be going back into the unknown of Banana at this point in the round. FaZe's triple setup could be the answer.
Yeah, there's a lot of attention on the apartments, though, and it's pretty easy to kind of knock Twists out of his position and then wrap onto these short players. If Twist falls, the guys at short are in for a world of hurt, so he is the point man. He has to hold on, and it's only good for the first out of him. Now over here at short, Brokey and Olaf, look at them, man. They're like sitting ducks. Brokey dead to the mid-wrap. Twist, he had to keep the apartments in check, and with so many players flooding his way, it felt like a round destined to go wrong. Left up in a 2-on-3, retake of this A bomb site, our FaZe. Carrigan and Rain, the two to try and do it. They spot Dexter down in the pit. They do manage to get past at first, but they lose Rain at long, and Carrigan's not long for this world either. 12-12, we're all tied up, and this is where, if you want to look back at the defining moment in this game, it's that 1v4 from Some Die Young.
Absolutely, yeah. And in the same way, we looked at the first half and we were saying, wow, FaZe, you know, they're walking into these stacks every single round on rifle rounds, and they're still winning. They're getting up with 5 alive in what a 5-on-3 holds. Well, Spirit are doing the same now. They're not avoiding stacks. They're not running B executes, and they're still winning rounds. It's obscene stuff right now. Also worth noting, Twist, I'm pretty sure he dropped the AWP over to Brokey. He had no Kevlar in that round, so his positions were severely limited where he could actually play. The Kevlar doesn't come into account. He gets headshot immediately anyway after 1 kill, but it did limit his ability to, you know, play in the open, play boxes that could be spammed. He had to just sit down on the cart and, you know, face first. So that sucks as the top performer in the server to be limited, but anything to get the AWP in. However, it doesn't make a difference. 12-12, Deagles yet again. This cannot be a game that FaZe balls up.
Yeah, man. Oh, this is terrifying, you know? It's scary to see that, much like on Overpass where FaZe had an incredible start here, that they were way stronger. You didn't think it could happen again. But all it took was Some Die Young breaking the kind of streak, getting Team Spirit accustomed to winning again, making them believe. And now they've tied this game at 12-12.
Look at the stack, look at FaZe's rotates right now. They're putting everyone towards B. Twist might even be leaving this bomb site. Oh, the self-doubt is there. Now they go back to a 2-2. And really, being honest, you're never going to win this round in a 2-2. I think you've got to be calling stacks at this point. Like, someone's got to be heroic, because really in a 2-2, either the 2 players kill everyone, or you end up in a post plant that you can't win due to lack of kits, lack of util, lack of weaponry. So really, at this point, I would love to see FaZe stack. It feels like their only means to an end in this round. Instead, it's as said, just this double setup on B, and Spirit surely a freebie here.
Yeah, I mean, I think you can tell as well, just by the way they're maneuvering, right? They're not afraid to take a long pause and just sit. They've been very, very comfortable with their timings. They've been able to win rounds even when they're going for these Na'Vi-esque, you know, last-second plays, and this is going to be one of them. They feel comfortable to do it because, hell, man, they've pulled this game all the way back to an even scoreline. In they come through short. They blindside the Apps player. Now, will they be ready for rain? That's the million-dollar question, and we get the million-dollar answer. Sundai Young ruins his day, and Team Spirit are now in the lead at 13-12. That is assuming that these Deagles don't make the retake interesting, and they won't. Brokey's left to save.
A very safe assumption. Can't even get the gun either.
Something I wanted to say as well is like the thing that does make me nervous when you look at FaZe, right? I think about like Carrigan, Olaf, Rain. These guys used to playing together. They used to have a problem with closing out games back when this was the original team. Then you've got Twists in there from Team Liquid fame, who, as we all know, they're great at closing out games in a timely fashion, right? It does get me a little bit worried. This is a team that from the components, from what it's made out of, has had a history with struggling to close out matches.
Boy, I'm so glad that Carrigan can't hear you now, Harry, because you don't want to be getting in their heads, right? FaZe have got to be up there enough. They're rooting around. They're looking for something because Spirit have pulled back the impossible. 11-4 at the half. Carrigan, he's out of options. He's running down Banana, beating Molotovs and looking to find Spirit. Caught out. No one went through the smoke, though. Spirit will respect it, and so FaZe get the Banana control. A position they've not really had on the CT side. They've not been fighting for it, so it's nice to see caution thrown to the wind and Carrigan just going for that, but it won't really net anything early. It leaves Rain alone at B with a smoke. And he's jump spotting, so just trying to stay alive. Meanwhile, Spirit back on A, but I don't think this is a commitment. With Mir still back on ramp, we might see Spirit double back into one of these late Banana plays. Their defaulting has been immaculate in this T side, and they've again conditioned FaZe to the wrong positions. 4 on A, Carrigan starting to doubt, and rightly so.
Yeah, look at the difference. Just even the tiniest bit of confidence has made this Spirit. As they've continued to build up, this T side has looked entirely different to what we got out of them in that first half of play. It doesn't even look like the same team. They're so structured. Everyone's feeling confident. You're able to just leave players to create space for you. And you're really believing now, right? Yeah. Like, Sundai gets the 1v4. That ignites the spark that has built up to this moment. It's a big domino effect. And so here's the utility going into this A-bomb site. Once again, Team Spirit, they show you nothing until that 20-second mark, and then they give you it all.
Yeah, but Olaf's here with the first kill. Twist has helped out, and Olaf's pushing in to drop the bomb. Orb trades, but Dex is going to have to combat Orb here if he wants to win the round. There's 10 seconds. Mir's focused on rotates. You don't have time to stop and wait. Someone's got to go, and it won't be Spirit. It's FaZe. Surely finding this one kills at this point won't make a damn difference. The clock favors FaZe, and even though Mir gets some good damage off, Dexter saves the Orb, and FaZe save their bacon. Their first round in quite a while on the CT side is better late than never. There's still chances to close this map. But the problem is they do lose a lot of bodies there. I say it doesn't matter. I guess it doesn't matter in terms of the round. But in the follow-up, no AWP for Brokey, less utility. We've got Famas on Olaf. It's not pretty. So, it's, you know, you don't win the round there if you're Spirit, but you do set yourselves up in the future.
Yeah, something that was actually pretty huge, though, was I think it was Sundai falling after time. You know, that's a nice way to try and impact the T-side money. You were going to be struggling to do that.
Goodness.
Look at Carrigan, confidence back in his heart now, back in his mind. And him and Brokey will open the round up in a big way for FaZe. That's their second win, right? In the same way that Sundai winning that 1v4 ignited the passion within Team Spirit to pull it back. FaZe finally stopped what has just felt like an onslaught of rounds for Spirit. And they go back to something that's a little more aggressive, a little more risky, not afraid to take that chance, having just stripped a round away from the Spirit squad.
It's a very ballsy call, but boy, does it show the results 2-on-4. Not one that's unwinnable for Spirit, but one where the odds are not stacked in their favor. Really, really nice stuff for Carrigan. I think he realized as well, the previous round, he ran down Banana and got all that space for free, and he realized Spirit are respecting us. They're giving us a lot more room than maybe they should be in these early rounds. And so FaZe just start to take space. Now, you just sit back, you relax, you let your players anchor your bomb sites, and you hope to hell that they can hold down strong.
Yeah, right. You're just saying something now, like, all right, boys, so 4-on-2, play it together. We cannot lose this. And so here is a B play. FaZe have already got a man boosted, playing up with this crossfire. Oh, it's meant to be there to help Twists out, but
So
Rain
blind.
didn't actually have vision on it. Having to peek over this smoke, he goes unchecked and gets away with the first for free. Dexter having to plant this bomb, just 15 seconds left, flash through, and there's the killing blow from Rain. 14 on the board for FaZe.
Okay.
They're back in the lead.
Where the hell was this phase about 20 minutes ago, man, right? Spirit pulled one hell of a comeback, only to go quiet at the end.
Being truthful, I think, you know, when the comeback's coming in, when you are getting, like, you know, you're losing around, you're taking an eco, it feels very demotivating, and your brain kind of changes from, you know, playing for the win to playing not to lose. And it feels like since they got that first round, we've seen a FaZe clan like we had in the first half, playing for the victory, not afraid to take a risk, confident in their ability to do it. And as you say, Team Spirit, because they've been going for these, like, explosive 5-man pushes at 20 seconds left, they are conceding certain areas of the map. And FaZe have only just realized that that's something that they can exploit.
Deep breaths all around. This is the decider, really. Spirit, no money if they lose this one. Would love a bomb plant a minimum, but really are looking for the win. FaZe doing a really good job of holding on to util here as well. They still have 3 smokes, 2 Molotovs left up. A gambling B. Spirit retrieved the bomb, and Dexter does not have an AWP to supplement his buy in this round. Long smoke denies Twist info, and that will draw another rotate back. Brokey comes back in with the AWP. Bombs up Banana. Spirit with 3 in middle, though, looking to fake things out before they double back to this site. Brokey's AWP is not going to get pushed off any kind of angle. In fact, he may get fed instead. There's not really flashes to get you up around these corners, and so dry peaks will give Brokey 3 kills. Magix is gone. This long wrap into CT is not going to work. It's just coming down to the B crunch, and that's a re-smoke at 28 seconds. Spirit have to go through. They cannot afford to respect it. They have 1 flash on Dexter, and it's got to be a god flash. They've got to go big. Shot on the lurk is cut off an AWP, but Mia is looking for these entries, and he's found it. Karrigan trades. 1 more for Karrigan, and that's almost enough. The bomb picked back up, just enough time to plant for Dexter, and it's up to the clutch.
All right, it's another one of these clutches. It's another one of these clutches to decide if Team Spirit can make the comeback happen, damage the way of Twist, but now peek from Banana as well. Olaf and Twists, they don't give him the room nor the respect, and with that, FaZe clan are back and in this lead, up onto 15. Map point now solidified, and 1 away from taking us to a 3rd.
Oh, damn, FaZe. It is great to see, right? Like, obviously, Vertigo is such an unknown quantity. It's so exciting. Neither of these teams have played it with their current rosters. In fact, it's been, you know, 2 years for some of these guys as well. So who knows what's coming up? And thank goodness FaZe could hold on to maybe take us there. Instead, Spirit, they're still looking for OT, right? They still want to end this in 2. You know, I think both teams are a little bit nervous about what Vertigo could have in store, just due to the unknown quantity. But this buy for Spirit, this is not a map-saving buy. Dex's AWP has been influential. It's not been apparent in these last couple of rounds. Hell, Chopper's even on a Mac 10. Certainly not going to hold him back too much, at least. And he does have the util. FaZe even throwing in new tricks into their book as well, retaking Banana control. And they could even set up with a flash on the corner as well. Rain can certainly do so if Karrigan wants to get stuck in, but boy, the stuck's going to come to him because Spirit are fully grouped in Banana. 5 players, Chopper, he can throw a lot of util from this position, can pop them in with the flash, get a coffin smoke. There's only 2 CTs here. There's enough chance. This is the best hope the Spirit are going to have to win a round with this kind of buy.
Yeah, especially with the setup they're running, right? If you can get past Carrigan, if you can kill him, and then, you know, you force Reigns to have to back off, that would be huge, but instead they find a lot. Now, one player has slipped the net. Mir has crept through. Spirit are not pushing, because they're saying to Mir, look, man, see what you can get away with. See what you can do. However, Reigns seems surprisingly cognizant of this. They're clearing out the construction. They deal with Mir in the back line. They're running through smokes. They're lighting them up. And FaZe Clan, they do close out Inferno in the end. Oh my, what a map. What a series this is proven to be. It's going the distance, the fun, the action. It's not stopping here.